heard Turkey Alishik say that he sent you an offer, possibly to face Crawford for coming up here. Is that true, or what happened with that?
No, I don't have any offer. And look, I'm 100% focused on this fight, and then we'll see.
How is Crawford, his composure, going to be like the moment a punch lands on him from Canelo?
Are you kidding me? Take that question back.
Yeah, why?
Because you're talking about Crawford.
Yeah.
He's
But in weight classes,
he's the most composed guy. Yeah. What, you don't think he'll be prepared? You think it'll be a shock to him? No.
I think Crawford could beat Canelo Alvarez.
I think he's too small. But then again, I thought he was too small for Spence. So shows what I know. so I don't know. I think that's a lot of weight class jumping. We'll see. It's a good talking point. I don't know that would really happen. I mean, listen, we've seen some strange things in boxing. Don't get me wrong, especially in the recent years. So I don't say never, but I don't know how seriously that's going to be taken. But I think when you're at a level, when you're coming off a big win like Crawford just did, anything you say.
The debate over a potential showdown between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford sparks intense opinions, but many believe Alvarez has the clear advantage. As a 4-division world champion and the undisputed super middleweight king, Canelo combines power, experience, and a history of facing elite competition, while Crawford has dominated at welterweight, stepping up to 168 pounds against a physically imposing and seasoned Canelo presents significant challenges. Canelo's explosive power, relentless pressure, and superior experience in higher weight classes may prove too much for Crawford to overcome.
Not official, but it may be a done deal. Terence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez. Early thoughts? What do you think?
Yeah, look, the first thought is, can he handle the weight jump? Can he handle the weight jump? He being Crawford. Against Matvedorf, people are going to say, oh, he had some hiccups. Who don't have hiccups? When you eat something that's a little difficult to eat, and Matvedorf was a little difficult to eat, he's not easy to digest. He's a good fighter. When you eat something that's a little tough to digest, you get hiccups, right? So come on, he's human. So he had a few hiccups. He won the fight. He's Terence Crawford. A lot of people say, oh, Teddy, you make him so good. You're always saying how great Crawford is, but who's he beating? He unified the, what was his first division? Lightweight, then he unified the junior, then he unified the junior welter, then he unified the welter. I think I got the weight classes right.
The much-anticipated fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford is set for September 2025, coinciding with Mexican Independence Day weekend. Canelo will defend his WBC, WBA, and WBO super middleweight titles against Crawford, who is making a bold leap from welterweight to 168 pounds. Known for his versatility and skill, Crawford faces a tough challenge in taking on Canelo, the undisputed champion. This clash is shaping up to be one of the biggest boxing events of the year, as both fighters compete for supremacy in the super middleweight division.
He went on the ring with Teddy Atlas.
What's that mean?
He said you're the most overrated Mexican champion in history. He said that Salvador Sanchez and
boxeador mexicano.
Más popular,
pero sin causa.
Sí. Fucking crazy that guy. and you think he knows boxing? Fuck.
Canelo Alvarez's advantages in a fight with Terence Crawford extend far beyond his raw power. The Mexican superstar has honed his skills over years, facing some of the most dangerous fighters across multiple weight classes. From Gennady Golovkin to Sergey Kovalev, Canelo's ability to adapt to different styles, along with his iron chin, makes him a formidable opponent for anyone, especially for Crawford, who is stepping up in weight.
Crawford said that he moved up and won, and Canelo moved up and lost.
They talk all the crazy stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won.
I don't think that was a strong point because Canelo Alvarez actually moved up and won. I mean, he moved up a lot of weight classes, but if you want to talk about light heavyweight, he moved up and he beat Kobe. Then he moved up again And he lost to Bivol. Terence Crawford, on the other hand, he moves up to 154. He won 115, 113, but it was just for the 11-0 Madrimov, who didn't really have much of a resume, right? But there's a difference, to be real. I mean, Bivol is a Hall of Fame. Okay, this guy, all-time light heavyweight. It's a bit different. Canelo did knock out Kovalev when he did move up, okay? And Kovalev is a bigger challenge at light heavyweight than Madrimov at 154 for Terence Crawford. Let's just keep it a bit.
Canelo Alvarez's success at super middleweight highlights his dominance and comfort at 168 pounds. His physical strength, precision body shots, and ability to cut off the ring make it tough for smaller, faster fighters to execute their game plans. While Crawford's speed and technical brilliance are impressive, they may not be enough to overcome the size disparity. Fighting at a weight where Canelo is naturally stronger could mean Crawford's punches lack the power needed to keep him at bay.
Listen, Canelo needs to understand he's a different fighter now. The deterioration is there. He's not the same guy. He's not that destroyer who's looking for knockouts early and keeps a pace and a pressure on you. He throws 30 punches around. You're not the same guy. So telling everyone you're going to knock them out and then going into, 6 decisions in a row now? Scores a knockdown every time. The power's still there. The problem is the pace and the ability to carry on and push. That's the real difference, and that comes with age. He's 34 going on 45 at this, as far as I'm concerned. He's got a ton of fights, been around for a long time, doesn't have that same desire, the same drive to take the chances against these younger, bigger guys, because he is fighting younger, bigger guys. So you got to keep that in mind as well.
When he fought Canelo and he was like standing right in front of Canelo and Canelo's just whiffing, it was a life lesson. And then you look at how good Canelo's head movement got after that fight when he realized it. I mean, my God, when he fought Danny Jacobs and Canelo's just standing right in front of him, bobbing and weaving. That's all what he learned from fighting Floyd.
Moreover, Canelo's extensive experience in high-stakes bouts gives him a clear mental edge. He's accustomed to the pressures of massive pay-per-view events and facing fighters with diverse styles, from slick boxers to heavy hitters. While Crawford remains undefeated, he has never faced someone with the combination of skills, power, and ring IQ that Canelo brings. Stepping up 2 weight classes to challenge a fighter of Alvarez's caliber could reveal vulnerabilities that Crawford has never had to contend with before.
Es esta, fíjate. Pam, 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 pam. Hun, hun, hun. Digo. Eso. Eso. Eso.
While Crawford's dominance at welterweight, highlighted by his recent win over Errol Spence Jr., is undeniable, moving up to face a natural super middleweight like Canelo presents a new challenge. Alvarez has battled fighters with greater power and durability and consistently thrives in these tough environments. The gap in experience, size, and strength could be crucial in this fight. Canelo's calculated aggression and devastating body work could prove disastrous for Crawford, who has never faced such a physically demanding opponent.
Canelo, he's too big, he's a good night for Crawford, he's going to bed, all that stuff. Not so fast, not so fast. Don't forget that the other guy is bringing something to the party too. And he's bringing the things that hopefully I just described to you guys in the best way I can. When it gets closer, we'll get more thorough with it. But right now, I think you know where I'm leaning, and I'll make it even clearer where I'm leaving. So there isn't a lot of suspense. I ain't going against Crawford, okay? I do think he's that special guy. I think Canelo's special too, but I think Crawford's special in a little bit, even more so. Even more so. He hasn't learned how to lose yet. I think he does have those special ingredients that go beyond beyond the physical genetics, the physical DNA. So that's it. Okay? Good. You don't like it? Too bad.
I think that was a fair breakdown. I mean, listen, those ingredients you're touching on with the smaller man are the same ingredients you saw in Usyk. Abilities and ways to find a way to win.
I'd like to know what the Wade's did in this fight, but has that been figured out yet? Probably not, because
No.
that to me is a very...
Teddy Atlas discusses the challenges Canelo may face in trying to drop to 160 pounds, a weight more suited for Crawford. He notes that Canelo would likely be unwilling to make such a cut, especially at this stage of his career. Atlas speculates that the fight could take place at a catch weight like 164 pounds, but he believes Canelo would be reluctant to agree, given his dominance at 168 pounds. The issue of weight is central to Atlas's argument, as it could impact each fighter's ability to execute their game plan. He also highlights Crawford's versatility, which could give him an edge despite the size difference.
Goes Vegas for Fight Up TV, powered by Stagefront VIP, being joined here with Teddy Atlas. Teddy, I got to get just right to it. Terence Crawford wanting to move up 3 weight classes to fight Canelo Alvarez. You as a trainer, what's your insight on that? And I don't know, would you advise a fighter to move up 3 weight classes to fight someone like Canelo?
You got to remember, he's already moved up 3 weight classes. So now you're talking 6, if you add on 3. You know? Yeah, my math is different than yours, being that I've been in this business my whole life. So 6 is a lot. 6 weight classes. That's a lot. 3, you know, he had the skeleton for it. Does he have the skeleton to go up 6? I don't know that he does, but I know he's got this. I know he's got this. I know he's got the character, and I know he's got the mind. I know he has special gifts that